Hello everyone, Fire Emblem 7 Hector Hard Mode Intended Ranks Chapter 23 coming right up, Living Legends here, well, not by myself in this massive lonely desert, but I'm here with Altissimo. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you doing today?
I'm looking forward to this. I see 3 flyers, that makes me very happy. That means some things are happening proactively, we're not just turtling. I'm assuming we're here to stop Pent from taking all the XP?
Yes, that is the goal. The flyers are going to go try to rescue him. It doesn't go as easily as you would expect, and you'll see why in a minute here.
I would never expect this to be easy. Like, he's surrounded by so many enemies that are way better against the flyers than against Pent.
Sure, but keep in mind I've got busted Florina.
Oh, that's true. And also rigged Heath with, what, 2 speed levels under his belt?
I think that's right.
Which I remember last chapter you said was very important. So yeah, that helps getting rid of those early archers. That's a very annoying passage to get through if you don't have, you know, the ability to one-on archers.
That's why I wanted the speed levels on him.
Okay.
Also, both of those attacks were crits, but that didn't change anything since they one-rounded anyway. They just happened to be crits.
Yeah. That takes a lot of pressure on, because I remember the initial part for foot units, especially getting through this area with the boss and a bunch of mages, is very difficult. And the other boss is kind of close by on Hector Mode too. And then all the enemies that come in from the north part where all the grass is instead of desert terrain. It gets pretty cramped up there if you just turtle through.
Yeah. So we're sending the flyers out on an expedition, basically ASAP. This first maneuver with the flyers was from Melth's playthrough. I didn't make it up. Where Heath goes and kills one archer, Florina kills the other, and then Fiora gets to move Legault here immediately. That was taken from Melth's playthrough. The only thing I did differently was that I actually had Sarah barrier up Legault before sending him over.
Okay, he's good.
Yeah, yeah. So this is what sucks.
Yeah. It also sucks that Indy had to be in range of 2 wyverns, but I guess
that
was
was intentional, actually.
Oh, really?
It was in order to lure the boss over toward us.
Wait, is this the boss? This one has just 1 range, right?
I think, yeah, I think so, yeah. It's not the one with the gem either.
Yeah, this must be Paul with the Karax then, I guess?
Yeah, I think
Indian
so.
would die to 2 wyverns for sure, right? I don't know about wyvern plus mage.
Probably.
Probably. I mean, again, she's level 7 something, so... Or probably 8
she's
by
got
now.
some dodge.
It's true, I'm always used to like base-ish level minion at this point.
No, that makes sense.
And then, since you're ferrying the gold around, I'm assuming you're not using the desert item trick, and you're just getting them all by hand, or by his hands, I guess? All
Correct. Yeah, this is what's annoying. Pent runs up to heal, so that makes it more difficult for me to get to him quickly.
Yeah.
Because I could have gotten him in 2 turns, I think, or 3 turns or something, but now it takes like an extra turn or something like that. I don't know the specifics.
Yeah, I think he always kind of runs away. AI loves to run around when they're healing. They're like, I gotta get away from these enemies.
But yeah, regarding the desert item trick, I didn't really want to use anything that could be like construed as a glitch or anything. So I just decided not to do that. This is a very annoying chapter on ranked though, if you don't use the glitch. Because both intended ranks and regular ranks expect you to complete this chapter in 9 turns, which there's 6 desert items and 2 stealables. Like, you're not doing that. So you're gonna lose turns here no matter what you do, unfortunately. If you use the desert item trick, or if you decide to just skip some of the items, or don't decide to skip some of the items.
Yeah, the desert item trick would really help with that, because that would free up the gold to steal the guiding ring and the white gem if he is deployed. And the guiding ring is another one because it's so easy for that mage to suicide if you have someone with a good enemy phase in there. So keeping him alive while killing everything else that's a threat to you is a hard balance to do.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a very touch-and-go kind of chapter. Unfortunately.
Yeah, the initial enemies that face Pent, you can't really do anything about that. Like the fact that he has like a 1% chance to die to that wyvern group on turn 1, that's just whatever. But from there, there's like a lot of enemies that he can hit from there if he goes a certain way.
Right. So it's a nice level up. I don't think I rigged for that. Yeah, it's just an annoying chapter.
The bosses are such a pain too, because they have so much HP and so much speed, and if they ever get together, they have that A support. I don't think I've ever had it happen, but I'm always scared of it happening when I see them. And someone like Raven sometimes doesn't even like kill them with a killing edge crit. They're so bulky and strong. I hate them.
Well, you know who we're supposed to be training on this chapter, right?
Oh wait, yeah, Knas, the guy with notoriously the ability to pierce that massive res with the Lunatone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
It's
bad.
boss nuke.
That'd be nice. Oh, Pent just doesn't move towards enemies apparently, even if they're on the field. Forgot about that part. Like, he'll attack them if he sees them in his range, but it doesn't look like he moves towards enemies already on the field.
Yeah, I guess not. I never paid too much attention to what his AI does, except for running away to heal.
Yeah, he does have that AI where if he's below half, he will run away and heal, but if he's not quite at half, like right above, he'll just run headfirst into danger and possibly get killed.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't happen with Pent as much as it does with like Jafar later on, but it can be an issue.
Yeah. Physics staff here is so good.
Yeah.
Everyone should get a physics staff for this chapter.
Yeah, if you didn't get it in Dragon's Gate, you should get it in King's Spawn at least. It's so nice. I think if you have Priscilla here, this wouldn't have worked, so Sarah's a good call here. Paul versus Hawkeye is always such a crapshoot. It's like they can both kill each other with the Killing Edge, or the Killer Axe. Hey, Knas, good job. Yay! Yeah. Alright, let's see how far we made it in. Knas so far, 17? 18? Alright, 18. 2 more levels.
Speed.
Gonna boldly assume this is not the last enemy warrior boss kill he will get this chapter.
I can be correct. Although the end of the chapter is a little scuffed, but we'll get into that when it actually happens.
Wouldn't be FE7 Hector Hard Mode intended ranks, chapter 20 something, if it wasn't a little scuffed at least.
Okay, but this time the scuffing wasn't intentional.
Okay. That is fair. This is another part of the chapter that makes it so annoying. The Pegasus Knights don't have a very good matchup against the enemy Wyverns on average, so
No, they
get
don't.
really badly injured without killing back, and it just happens over multiple turns. You're just trying to get the Pent, but you can't rescue while you're low on health because you get killed. Ah.
Yeah, this is one of the, in addition to the physics staff, I did actually put vulneraries on them, and I've actually been using them.
Oh, wow.
For once in my life.
Hey, these things work. Oh, Florina just ignored my objectives. Although Florina at like 24 HP is like Fiora plus. The Worm Slayer crit with
I'm
gold.
getting so many crits this chapter, it's insane.
No, lots of
And
people.
not all of them are rigged, so...
I know lots of people who play these planned runs, they actually hate critical hits because it makes them look like they're bad at planning rather than good at planning.
No, that's how I feel sometimes about this, though.
So
Heath took Pent because Florina probably... I think Florina's still in range of the Wyvern. They might both be, but I think Florina's more liable to die if she's rescuing someone than Heath is. I think that was my logic.
sounds logical. I think enemies can tell if they would double someone, if they're like holding someone, because they just look at how much damage they do total. So if this makes Heath get doubled, then I guess it could get him targeted. We'll see in enemy phase though.
He's got higher defense, I think. So that's,
Yeah.
that's the thought about it, but yeah.
That could compensate for sure. Because Florina is rigged again, but not in defense, basically. She just has offensive stats. That makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, we're dancing Knas to get up to level 19 at least, before engaging the second boss. So
Yeah. Did he get a hundo, like a straight 100 from the last warrior
don't
boss?
remember.
It was close, I think.
Possibly. And it's not like I have many other good units that can do much on this chapter anyway, other than Knas, because it's like Hector's gonna cap anyway, Hawkeye's a promoted unit, and my flyers are all off here dealing with this stuff. So
Yeah, 8 deployment slots will do that to you.
yeah, and it's like the fact that it's a desert chapter, of course, means you're very restricted in who seems logical to bring. Like, what the squad I have is probably like one that makes the most sense for the desert.
Yeah, and Knas is also one of the few magic units that can take a beating and run around to enemy phase stuff, so even within the magic users, you don't have a whole lot of choices there.
Yeah.
And then, like, there's no alternative for flyers. This is the only flyers you have.
Yeah. I know some people, sometimes bring, a very strong sortie in order to deal with the bosses.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. That's, the only other potential change that I would have made to this team. And I wouldn't have done it because I need Knas to get to level 20, so...
Take a look at Gold waited because he didn't have anything to do anyway besides find out one Wyvern, and I think he was better off enemy facing than player facing.
Yeah, I guess so.
I
didn't even see where he was at the end of the turn, so...
He's all the way at the bottom left, basically.
Okay.
Fighting a Wyvern reinforcement.
Yeah, I need something to do with him until the flyers can get back to him and move him towards items.
Yeah, with 3 move at a time, there's no point for him to move a whole lot ahead. Just needs to be within one movement of a flyer and him.
Yeah, but luckily we're close to bringing Pent away and getting everyone into Sarah's heal range so that she's not using just Physic anymore.
That would be nice, because those are limited and expensive. Oh, looks like the Wyvern doesn't want to die and goes for... Oh, Fiora's low on HP, that's why I went for her.
Yeah, he missed, but otherwise Fiora should have died there, yeah. And then she crit, because what is anything in this one?
Because of course she did. Bass is 19 now, so he is legally allowed to fight the boss when he pops up out of the fog. I saw the one boss move, so I assume they both were moving, but I feel like if Jasmine had been moving, we'd see them by now.
I think it's a case of like maybe they have like 2-turn AI or something like that. Because moving Ninian where I did on the first turn triggered the boss to start moving, but if I had danced from a different spot, he wouldn't have started moving. So I think it's something like if you're close enough, not necessarily in range, but close enough, they'll start moving.
Yeah.
And not close enough for the other boss, except maybe with Florian and Heath.
That matches my experiences with them as well. They definitely don't just move if you're in range. They will if you are, but even when you're outside of their move, they will sometimes just start making pace towards you. But Warrior move in the desert is like 1 or 2 tiles, so it's not that threatening.
So
it could be worse. Yeah, usually I see people bring Raven for these bosses, and he's like able to double them some of the time, I think, depending on what he's holding. Because the next boss is a hand axe, and that doesn't weigh him down, so you just use that against like a swordy Raven, and nothing happens on any phase, and then you have to fight a boss that counters every one of your units with like 25 attack power or something.
Yeah, I don't think I've brought a sword into this chapter in a long time, but I can imagine that's the best option 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Except maybe Hawkeye. Hawkeye is actually not that bad because he's got the innate crit bonus himself.
Yeah.
So if you just plan your attacks correctly.
Yeah, just don't get crit Pulse Killer Axe and he's all good. Another one that's really good is a Wyvern, like a trained Heath with an Axe Reaver can sometimes work, or a really jacked promoted Florina with a sword. Can be okay, but obviously it's not going to one-run him or anything.
Right.
You forgot that the best people to use against mages are actually Pegasus Knights, not Wyverns.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at Fire Emblem!
Did he get barriered or something earlier?
He might have.
He took that really well for what I know of Heath. It's what, 3
I know I barriered the Galt. I don't remember if I also had a chance to barrier Heath at any point.
It's either that or like half of them missed and I missed it somehow, because
it's also possible.
Thunder Mage is also really annoying. I don't think they get weighed down at all. So if you don't have massive speed on your flyer,
the only weapon that Legault has is the Worm Slayer. So.
No, Legault, that's my only one. Stop using it for everything. That's not even a worm.
It's not even very good in this game though, so who cares? It's just better than what else he could have used against the Wyverns. Maybe the Lance Reaver, I guess. I don't know if I have one of those. I mean, I guess I must. I just don't know why I didn't use it.
The Lance Reaver, well, you haven't had the chance to buy them, so there's got to be only one. But I remember you using it a couple times already, so maybe you just...
Yeah, so maybe I didn't have enough uses or something.
Yeah, because it is really nice for some hard-to-train sorties, like the Lords and who knows who else, to get some training in.
Yeah.
And I imagine you might not have the budget to buy a bunch of Reavers in 24.
It's a secret shop anyway, isn't it? Or is it the normal shop? I don't even remember.
It's the normal shop, but
okay.
I know that in the Lloyd version, it's very accessible. It's like across the stag. I don't know how easy it is to get there in the Linus version where you're going.
Linus is not that difficult to get to any of the shops.
It's like go through town anyway, where all the shops are.
Exactly. But I don't think I bought any Reavers, if any, because I just didn't like foresee enough of a use for them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you are able to make the plan without the Reavers, then why buy the Reavers, right? You only do it if you have a certain purpose for it. Everything happens for a reason, as some would say. I guess it's also nice that Nicole just reveals where everything is, but it doesn't look like Jasmine is caught on the fact that Paul's dead or that we're approaching.
I think he will. I think that's why Legault is where he is, so that he can get the steal next turn. I think he's actually, he's in range technically, but...
That makes sense. that does put him away from your foot units, but I guess since Hawkeye is now on Pent's babysitting duty, it looks like you're planning to kill Jasmine with the flyers anyway, or at least not engage with like Hector or... Well, Canas is gonna fight him, I assume.
Canas is gonna fight him, and Legault still has items to get, so the flyers are partially on like Legault rescue duty here.
Uh-huh. He does need that.
So I don't remember when to actually engage Jasmine.
Alright, it's very important to remember that once you rescue Legault, the vision vanishes, but then he comes back anyway and close your tile. I always make that mistake, like, oh, let me rescue my thief real quick. Oh wait, where's everything? I can't see shit. Yeah, I mean, at least Jasmine doesn't have a killer weapon, so you can put someone like Hawkeye in range to bait him over, but... I just hate fighting this boss.
It's scuffed. Yeah.
Do you see that one part of Dundun's 0% run where he makes Jasmine attack Raven with a 2-use killing edge, and then that makes Jasmine equip Steel Axe because he thinks that Raven cannot counter because his weapon will break?
Oh, that's fascinating. I mean, I didn't watch that run, and I knew about that trick, but I love seeing it actually being used in practice.
The gold, watch out.
Yeah, there was a lot of annoying touch-and-go moments here. But it's like, I only have one healer. There's only so much I can do. I guess I could have not triggered Jasmine this turn. And instead, like, used Physic on the gold or something. I don't know why I didn't do that.
I mean, at least these are Flux Shamans, I think, not Luna Shamans. And, I mean, the gold had to move there anyway to pick up the Pillow Spike, so action economy-wise, it made some sense. I think there's still another item there that he has to pick up before he leaves.
Yeah, so we're dropping it there. And, okay, yeah, so this is partially why we wanted to lure Jasmine. Is because Legault has to go back into his range.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We needed to have him move over.
Yeah, the ranges are well thought out in this chapter for the most part when it comes to treasure. And I think after he picks up the item here, there's like a light brand and a hero crest in the upper left, and that's about it. And usually people don't even bother with those last two because, I mean, why? They're not even that good.
Flexing.
Yeah. If you're flexing, then you have no choice in the matter.
I gotta.
It's nice to pull Jasmine away from that and let Legault do his own thing. Oh god, right, Hawkeye gets doubled by this one. That's why it's so annoying.
Yes, actually, I did forget about that when I was saying that Hawkeye could face them. He would have to, like, one-rage him with the Brave Axe or something like that in order for it to be reasonable.
Yeah, getting doubled is not a death sentence for Hawkeye, but it does limit how much he can do without a bunch of healing assists. Or, like, I was going to say rescue drops, but Hawkeye is so big that I don't think there's not a lot of things that can pick him up. Oh, you got the light brand by accident.
Yes. Yes, and this is what causes the end of the chapter to be scuffed, because that means one less turn for Legault to have to wait. So I was wondering if I could defeat the chapter one turn early. So I tried to do that, and I wasn't able to defeat it one turn early, but I didn't die, so I just kept the clear the way it was. And so now you're seeing, like, me doing all this mental calculation about how I can defeat the rest of the enemies in a single turn.
Yeah, that must be difficult, because Hawkeye's in range while holding someone, but they probably won't attack him, so you can have Hector do this. Because you're trying to clear next turn, you don't have to clear this turn, right?
Basically, yeah.
And is there anything else left in the fog, besides what we see? Enemy-wise?
I don't think there is. I think this is it. It's just, so now it's the boss. And I can't kill him this turn, but I need to be able to set up for next turn.
Yeah, because Canas is going to do, like, what, 13 damage, 15 damage with Luna? So
like
you might have
like
to
I was banking on a Luna crit, which I didn't get.
Okay. Well, at least as long as you don't die if you don't get it. Because I'm pretty sure Canas gets double with Luna equipped by Jasmine.
Yes, and that's why this is scuffed. Oh, no, okay, there's still a
oh yeah,
cav.
there's that cav, yeah. Okay,
which Hawkeye missed, which didn't make things nice.
Yeah, no, this looks... even if the cav wasn't here, I feel like this would still be really difficult. Because Jasmine has no damage on him.
I just simply do not have the units for it. So yeah, you can see me like just doing some mental math about that kind of thing. It's like, all right, let's at least go get the item before I start doing all this stuff. Okay, item got.
Yeah.
Flyers I don't care about, so let's see what we can do here. So yeah, I get doubled, and I'm like, but if I Luna crit, then things are good.
Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah, if Hawkeye crits though, you just don't get to train Canas, I guess. Or don't get to promote Canas immediately. I guess you could kill the
that's true.
Possibly. I think
so the thing is, he can't kill it, so I need to dance someone. So rather, like, so Canas is just gonna go for this.
No, Canucks.
But he doesn't die, so that's
Okay.
why I kept the clear the way it was,
Oh,
even though it
right.
was a really bad idea. But he didn't crit neither, so...
Right. I think I've had that Cav do like healing AI before. I don't remember why, because there's no healers on this map or forts, but he ran away from me before. So I hope that doesn't happen to you.
The other thing I think is that the Cav has a Jav.
I think he has a steel sword and that's it, right? Because he never used a jab.
Oh, no, it's more that I think he's in range of, like, someone who can't kill him, or not necessarily. But anyway, Canas,
Hey!
Caps.
15 magic, 15 speed. This is Hector's last wolf bill used too.
Okay, yeah, it's just a steel sword. But it's not guaranteed I'll hit him because he's in range 2 axe users, so...
Yeah. And he's
And also
gonna
Ninian.
He's gonna hit Hector before he ever attacks Hawkeye, right? So... Oh, yeah,
Most likely.
Yeah. Yeah, you can rescue Ninian, for sure. I think Sarah can technically drop Ninian, but you probably want to use a staff instead.
Probably.
The next turn, it should be possible for this this motley band of units to kill one Cav.
Yeah, so if the Cav would have suicided on enemy phase, it would have saved a turn, but unfortunately, Hector is not able to hit him.
Yeah, oh
So
wait, you're actually
he
really
just
close to
had-
it. I forgot it was
yeah.
low on HP, yeah.
Yeah, because I did hit him with the Wolf Bale before.
Yeah. Get him, Hector. Use your Iron Axe. Like, do I go for an attack with Hawkeye as insurance? Nope, just gonna wait.
I was
There, you
just
got
not
this.
sure what I wanted to do here.
Uh-huh. So at this
It's
point,
like, alright, was it?
Eliwood and Lynn have hit their benchmarks, right, for 24, but Hector
Yes.
hasn't?
Yeah, he's close.
He's close.
And I mean, Genesis, you kind of have to use Hector. So
Yeah. He's not good there, but you do want to use Hector there.
You
if
just don't
can.
have enough deployment.
Yeah. This is a running theme at this point in the game, I guess. Well, that worked out. Tune in next time for Chapter 23X Genesis, where we have to use Hector against a bunch of mages. I'll see you then.
Heck yeah! Bye!